It's a deep. Okay. Couch. If anybody's just listening to this, I tried to get up to get to the. Yeah.
How was the Masters?
You laid on the ground. That's what I'd like to talk about.
Yeah, how was the Masters?
How was the Masters?
Well, really. So we should start by saying how much I appreciate
It's
what Shane did to get us to the Masters.
True.
Because, and I did say like a year and a half ago, I was like, if you could ever use your powers for me, I'd love to go to the Masters.
Mm-hmm.
And then he made that happen.
That's awesome.
And it's
And what
unbelievable.
did I ask for in return?
6 beers.
Oh God, no! I don't even want to.
By the way, everyone at the Masters had heard that. Everywhere we went, dudes were like, "How many beers has he had?"
It was
To the point
a
where I
nightmare.
started defending him, where I was like, "Guys, just leave him alone. He's only ever one."
And then he would laugh at because then like the moment guys would come up to him, I would just walk away, and then he would be like, "Look at him over there applying sunscreen, trying to act like he's
Trying to
busy."
pretend no one was like, yeah. No, not even a spray. He had a
Lathering.
deodorant stick of sunscreen.
No, don't. It doesn't get all over your hands.
It's fucking crazy.
You're doing like the UGG from Camp Anawana.
What?
Camp
you ever see
Anawana, we hold you in our
Salute
heart.
What?
Did you ever see Salute Your Shorts?
What?
Did you ever see Salute Your Shorts?
The show.
No.
All right.
This honestly, it sounds like Mad Libs.
No, it's not. It was a show on Nickelodeon when we were younger. It was big.
I didn't have cable till I was like 13.
Damn.
Yeah. What?
Why did you have cable?
Oh,
We
man.
got cable and then it was the X Games and that was incredibly exciting.
You got to see the X Games right away. That was the first. You're like a Soviet. You got everything at
Skateboarding?
once. You turned 13, and we're like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
But no,
yeah.
the Masters. I didn't. So I was trying to hold my tongue
Yeah.
because I knew it was big for Gerbies.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't give a fuck about golf.
Yeah.
I really wanted to.
You can't see anything.
Yeah, you couldn't see a
Yeah,
fucking
how does that
thing.
work? Did you pick
it doesn't.
a spot?
I don't know how anybody. You just like the best you could do is park up at a hole, and then you get to watch that if you could see. and then that's like a hit on the green. We were
It's
at
like a
16.
marathon.
There
You
were
get to
some.
pick
There
one
were
spot.
some awesome spots. Like was that 6? That was a par 3.
Yeah,
That was great.
but I couldn't see anything.
Oh,
So like if you could
yeah.
see
Well,
all
he's
the,
also he can't see.
Yeah.
so we did get to
Took
16.
a fucking blind guy to the Masters. He couldn't see a single thing. I was like, "It's beautiful out." He was like, "Is it?" And the Ocon man last second got a ticket.
What?
Yeah, the Ocon man got in with us.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a miracle.
That's awesome.
The people at CAA just were like,
Give him the tick.
"All right, here you go. You can have this."
That's tight.
So he, but he was planning on not going. So he had already started drinking a little.
Yeah.
He was ready to lock down by himself at Hooters for the entire day, which I couldn't have been more jealous.
That's kind of nice,
I
actually.
could not have been more jealous.
It's also nice to be at the bar and be like, my buddies are there right
Yeah, and
now.
also be
Yeah.
like, I have to be here.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else I can. I just
True.
They drop me off. I got to stay here until the sun goes down, from noon to fucking 8 p.m. at a Hooters.
And then you can't have cell phones, which sounds great, but it's almost like a movie where you're with somebody and then a bus passes and then that person's gone.
Yeah, we got lost a couple times.
Did you really?
Yeah, it's just 100,000 people moving around, and everybody's dressed alike. Everybody's dressed like golfers.
Every single person is dressed like a golfer.
Yeah, I figured that.
Everyone was extremely nice.
Yeah,
Everyone was great. The staff, everybody that worked there was awesome. Other than the bathroom, you go in there,
that was a very
fucking-
different experience.
it's prison in there. It literally became prison. So the only black people I saw
Yeah.
were the bathroom attendants. That as second you go in the bathroom, it's like 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 1, 2, get in there, like just hurry up, go.
Yeah. What? And then they yelled at me because there's like a walls of urinals, and I'm like walking down the set, and then one would open up, and the guy would be like, "Keep going all the way to the end," and then I'd try and bank again. He's like, "Keep going all the way to the end." They just keep yelling at you and then they're yelling at the next person.
The stalls were like a cell block. Like,
No, it really,
the doors would open up.
It was crazy. in there.
Yeah.
What the
And then
fuck?
you walk back outside and it's paradise. It's the most beautiful place you've ever seen. They're like, "Hold on, I'm going to go to the bathroom." It's
Yeah.
like, "Get the fuck down, go."
Why do they need that level of organization there?
It was very organized.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Damn.
it was intense.
Yeah.
The bathroom lines were quick though.
They were quick.
Yeah, it was very efficient.
Yeah. It does feel like a trick. A lot of people are kind of because they're like, it's this unbelievable experience, and the food's inexpensive.
Food could go fuck itself.
Yeah.
What was the
Everyone was
food?
like, wait till you try the cheese sandwich.
It's
It's only $1.50. Turns out they got that price exactly right. That thing was $1.50 cheese sandwich.
It sucks.
Chicken sandwich.
Wonder Bread,
It was
yeah.
freezing cold.
That's so fucking funny.
I don't want to shit on the Masters because it was awesome.
Yeah.
And everyone there was nice. But
It would have been amazing to watch
yeah.
on TV.
I actually caught a bunch of it. I was in San Antonio in the green room. It was just on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
saw
looks great.
Rose was dominating. One guy got stuck in like a bush. You see that? Where he got like stuck in a
No.
fucking bush and had to sit down for a while.
That was O'Connor. O'Connor laying down. Yeah, we're at the 18th. So they went into extra, I guess, playoffs at the end because it was
Yeah.
tied. So apparently it was they play the 18th again, and then the 10th, and then the 18th, or just 18th, then 10, and then 18th. Rory.
man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Conspiracy.
so we posted up at the 18th tee box just in case it went
Yeah.
to an extra round and we could see them tee off. So we were at the end. We could a mile away. The guy won, and there was like five. Chris was laying on the grass farting, and we were like, "Get up, dude!" He's like, he's just rolling around on the. Yeah, it was a fucking disastrous trip.
Johnson was like a bachelorette party because Chris got hammered. We
Yeah.
would get lost. Be like, "Where did you go? Where did you go?"
There was a lot of lost fights.
When we went back to the plane, I
Yeah.
cried.
I
on
was
the
right
plane
here.
'cause-
That's so
Some
fucking
lost
funny.
fights. He cried on the plane
No.
I had a panic attack
right before
Oh,
takeoff. He
yeah.
goes, "I'm gonna just get a hotel here and drive. I gotta go."
No.
Sit down, Gerby baby.
Yeah,
You should have
but you
sang
were
It's a
so
Wonderful
helpful,
World.
John and Chris, and then the pilot.
The pilot was very helpful, but during his panic attack, I was like, "Would it help if I blast Drake?" And he's like, "No." And he's just completely honest. He's like, "I fucking hate Drake, and you play it all the time, and you play it too loud."
He did. He plays it too loud. All his music's too loud. Have you ever been in a car? It's nuts.
That is not good for a panic attack. Drake for a
I
panic
know.
attack.
That's
would
why I
be-
said it to him. I was like, "Would it help you if I blast music?"
And you were the first, because I had a racist, theory, which was like,
What?
well, I mean,
Go ahead.
there was just like black people take a while to get a car, like when you get in a car, getting out of a car. I'm sorry, I just thought of the thing that I thought.
That's fine.
Black people take a long time getting in and out of cars.
Yeah, it's like a lot of rigmarole. I don't know. And then you did it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck's going on? Just start the car.
Say when you're
And
waiting
you-
for a parking spot
one
at the
time
mall, you're
you
like, what
were-
the fuck are you doing?
What?
You're like waiting for a parking spot, you're
No,
saying?
no.
Like,
It's like
fucking
with
around.
him. Well, this was back when you had your Corolla. And I didn't know how bad it was
Talking
to
about black people in the
critique
cars?
you. When you got in it. And then I got in, I buckled up. We were going to go get coffee. And then you take out your phone and you're doing this.
You
And I
guys
was like,
get
what
the
are you-
music going.
Right. And I was like, what are you doing? And you're picking a song. I'm like, well, let's go. And so anyway, it just abused me of that. I said, here's a white guy that does it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I do a lot of black stereotypes. Think of one.
Think of one?
Yeah.
No.
One of them fiddling around in their cars is so funny. They fiddle.
Yeah.
You do critique my driving. You critique the parking. Can you imagine being in a car
I
with
talked
you?
shit the other day.
I would love
did.
to see you drive.
Well, you've seen me drive.
It's probably chaos.
No, but you nailed exactly because when I drive, because with my vision, and I know this is gonna
You
say,
can't see.
I can, but it's just I like to be doubly sure. And you were like, you're looking way too far to, if I'm going to pull out, I really make sure there's no people. I gave someone a scare one time, and then I so